Welcome back. And our guest this morning is elder statesman Chief Edwin Clark, a 96-year-old elder statesman, and there's a sense in which he's a Nigerian treasure. So once again, thank you very much for making time for us. But you're in an angry mood because your beloved people, you feel that they have been shortchanged. But even though I hear the attitude you have to their response, I've also heard that, look, this whole thing is not sort of under the carpet. They explain that the federal government does owe them derivation. Federal government couldn't pay it all at once. They agreed that we'll be paying you small. In the meantime, what they had done is that they had, gone to a bank, taken a discount. Everything was done before the State House of Assembly up front. But it's unfortunate that they find themselves in your crosshairs. No doubt you would have heard about all of those to sort of explain part of the situation.
Thank you very much. Talking about the State House of Assembly, and this is a rubber stamp in it. They put the governor is the one putting all the members, so they do whatever he wants. First and foremost, if the federal government had not paid the total amount due to the oil-producing communities in Delta or anywhere, let him give an account of what he had already been paid, how he spent the money, particularly 50% allocated to the oil community by the Delta State, contrary to the Constitution. And the 50%, the remaining 50%, who spends it? Is it part of their there's something account of the security account? Let him account for whatever he received from the federal government, different from the FAG, which is normal to all states. Let him set it from 2015, June 2015, to 31st. We don't even want to go to the 6 months of this year that he is collecting. Let him state it. I'm not asking for anything. I'm not vindictive. I have a duty to do what I am doing, and I have no regret. That's why when he's appealing to me, I said no. So all I'm wanting, I've been a lawyer for over 55 years. All I'm asking for, forget about what federal government, if you state what federal government is owing them, if you now said what you received from federal government, how you spend the money. That's all what I'm asking for. The law of the Sopadec is there. The Constitution 162 is there. Why is it lying? That I got my information from third party. I'm not original. Who is original? Nonsense.
Okay, sir. Well, I can see that this is a subject close to your heart, and in fact, there are aspects of it that annoy you. But I think there are other things that we also want to enjoy from your perspectives when we have the privilege of having you. Can I leave that matter for the time?
If you want to discuss, if you want to, let me come in at this way. You said, I'm a very angry man just now. Yesterday, the Deltans, some were members of the Sopadec who served as commissioners, demonstrated and went to the EFCC to submit a petition. You must have heard of it.
Yes.
I saw them going. So the matter is for the whole of Delta State, and it will not end. Whether he's out of office or not, he will be called back to account for it by the EFCC or ICPC or even DSS.
All right.
The people are poor. He had made Warri a village. The commercial city of Delta State, which was to be the original capital before they took it to Asaba. So today, the oil-producing people are the people suffering. His own area, which has not produced any oil, they'll use the money. The same accusation we give to the federal government, that's what is happening in my home. I'm very angry.
All right.
Thank you. Well, and I don't want to answer any other question. I don't want to answer any other question in this present mood. Thank you.
Oh, okay, sir. But let us now come to your beloved
call me
Nigeria.
Another time.
Let's talk about Nigeria generally.
I don't want to talk about. No, Nigeria. I don't want to talk about Nigeria.
Out of Delta State.
I don't want to. I've told you I'm not in the usual mood. I'm very angry.
I'm so sorry about that.
Young man to lie against me.
Well,
so
we must
call me again. I'm around. If God saved my life, I'm still around. I will appear on Nigerian issues which I've been speaking about. I'm not afraid to mention anything.
I was going to ask you about the state of the nation. I was going to ask you about the state of the nation because you still love Nigeria.
No, listen. I'm concentrating on Okowa today. Let me see what you have said about him. Call me another day, anytime, any day. I will answer you.
Okay. But you don't want to speak about Okowa anymore. You don't want to speak about Okowa anymore. Or you want to stay on Okowa?
No, I will answer it.
Okay.
If you ask me.
Okay. The point you are making is that don't leave the subject matter of Okowa and your allegations. That is what you are saying. It's okay.
Yes.
I hear you.
That's
okay.
what you called me to answer.
Well, I just, because they are not here, the other parties, sir, I don't need to tell you that. You know about needing to hear from both sides. We don't have that facility. But I've heard from you. I've heard from Charles Aniagu, who speaks for Okowa. We haven't heard from Okowa. But you have said that this one that you have said, if anybody feels they're up to it, let them take you to court if they doubt any part of the story. So that shows me that you have done your work. You have done your research. And
I have told you, perhaps if you don't have it, my second open letter to Okowa, where I stated all the amount, month by month, the letter given to me, to my lawyer, by the Accountant General's office in Abuja, showing all the amount being paid, that this is authentic record. I will send it to you.
All right.
To show that I'm not lying. I'm talking the truth. If they are the people lying, they have been paying this money into various accounts. There are about 13 companies where this money is being siphoned into for doing nothing. Meanwhile, the contractors are not being paid. The people are suffering. Talking about roads. Which road? In the river area, which road did he contribute?
If this is the case,
township road, walk away.
Okay. If this is the case,
what did he say?
If this is the case as you have stated it, these contractors are still going to be, they still need to be paid. The contractors you said that have not been paid. Now there's a new administration. They say governance is a continuum. What do you think can be done between the administration that you've just described and the continuum, which is the new administration and the new governor? How do you feel about the new guys in charge?
The new governor is inheriting huge amount of debt, both within and without. He has to face. Secondly, now that we are raising these issues, it is duty to find out whether we are right or his predecessor is right. Before he should do something about the 13%. Listen, for 2 conferences, political conference held in Abuja here, I was the leader of the South-South. When we asked for increase of the 13%, because the Constitution said at least, what did they ask me? The Northerners, the Westerners, they said, what is your people doing with, what is your governors doing with the 13% derivation? Meant to, billions, meant to develop the areas. If they do that, there would be no vandalization of oil pipeline. There would be peace in the area. Can you imagine how much money the federal government is now spending to contractor to supervise the oil pipelines, to prevent stealing of oil. If these people spend that money, even the illicit refinery being operated by the frustrated youths in the Niger Delta will not happen.
You say all of this came to light as a result of the River State governor at the time, Nyesom Wike.
Yes.
That it was his public commentary that spilled the beans. Until he spoke up, you hadn't heard of this before. Is that correct?
No, I've heard of it. I've asked him before, but I didn't have the figures. So when Wike said that he received 240 billion naira from the federal government this year or last year, and he objected to it, and he just tried to say a few things that he's doing with the money. He said he has opened 3 universities. Delta said it's the only university in the is only state in the country that has 4 universities, state universities. Who is he lying to? So Wike took this up, and I said, okay, let me find out the truth. As I told you, the federal government accountant general now revealed everything. Let him go and question the accountant general in Abuja here.
All right then.
And my lawyers are ready to go with him to, yes.
Yes. So our program is an interactive program. So a viewer has called in. Reverend Dominic has called in. Good morning, Reverend Dominic. Oh, I hear that we just lost Reverend Dominic now. The nature of our program is that it's a call-in. But, you've given me the stricture of don't talk about any other thing. Even your beloved Nigeria, not today. Stay on Delta State and Okowa. Okay, I take that. I was just checking.
That is the concern of people of Delta State now.
Well, now that you've taken the matter this far, on behalf of the people of Delta State, because after all, you are the convener of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF. So now that you've picked up that job, you're doing that job. What is it that you expect, sir? You're expecting to hear from the EFCC. You're going to give them time to study all the documents, because I think some of those documents are online. But what is the next? Well, you're a lawyer, and you people, you're procedural. So what's the next step, procedurally?
What the next step? In fact, the Delta people, the oil producing community, they have taken the governor to court in Warri, Federal High Court.
And you are behind that? You support that?
To court. They say that anything that is being done by our people to recover their money. God gave them this oil. They come from a very swampy area. They come from an undeveloped area. My good friend, late good friend, Senator Oluchola Saraki, when he was campaigning in 1980 or 79 on behalf of ANPP, he went to Brutu. He went to these areas of Gidigbe. When he came back, he came to me in Warri. He said, Chief, is this your area? I said, yes. He said, it doesn't look like part of Nigeria. He went in a boat. The area remains as it is today. No proper school. Children are not going to school because no teachers, no furniture, no classrooms. Tell Okowa. Yet he pretend that he is the one paying the salaries of these people by setting up a kangaroo board.
One moment, sir. While I bring on Mr. I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Odeka, a Niger Deltan, but calling in from Ikeja, is on the line. Good morning, Mr. Odeka.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes. Please, did you have a commentary or a question for Chief?
No, a commentary. I really, really want to appreciate our great, just want to appreciate our great elder Sir Clark, for the great job he's doing.
All right.
Yes. I am very aware of its representation there. The Desopadec is suffering. In fact, we have relations who have died because of the lack of regard for that institution by the government of the day, or the past government rather. Our father there is really doing some great representation for the people there. Many, many are downtrodden. And I think this issue just must be looked onto and really address the issue he has been talking about. He's been talking this much, and it doesn't seem that there's been some answers. But I think this time, a good representation should be given to the issue at stake so that minds should be calm. Because otherwise, we'll be looking out for something else, and we don't pray for that.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
All right, then. Thank you very much. You heard that, sir?
I haven't.
He said, I think he was implying that, look, something has to be done, but at the same time, we have to be careful because I think he was, there was a suggestion that we don't want any unrest as this matter is being pursued. And we
That's what we are doing. Immediately we are doing this, the youth will be satisfied. The youth will be satisfied. But if nothing is done to these people, good luck.
Well, thank you very much.
To Nigeria, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Chief. I'm going to have to leave it here now because
Thank you very much.
We've got the benefit of your point of view on this whole matter. I also tried to bring in some of the point of view of the other side, but you've also given us your impressions on whatever it is that they have been saying. So thank you very much, Chief Edwin Clark, convener of the
I'm indeed very grateful to my sons. And I won't tell a lie at my age. So whatever I've told you, it proved. I've researched. So, and I was part of it.
Yes.
When the 13% was granted at the Constituent Assembly.
Moment, I think the Reverend that we missed that time, he just got back in. Good morning, Reverend Dominic.
Good morning, Chief Jory.
Okay, all right then.
Good morning, our Papa there, our elderly statesman. I want to say this.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. The Chief can hear you.
I don't know if your guest can hear me.
He can hear you.
We're pleading to him. Taking data in isolation is a challenge. All the whole Niger Delta states are receiving 13%. I don't know whether my state is still part of it, which is Imo State. Ask the early statesman to use his office and let's put a satellite in the whole Niger Delta state. Where do we see development that commensurate to the 13%? Where do we see the development that commensurate to Niger Delta Ministry? Where do we see development that commensurate with Underdevelopment and also state fund? If we go to all these states, it's a shame. My state in Imo State today, I don't know whether it still belongs to Niger Delta. If Imo State belongs to Niger Delta, could anybody ask the governor now, what is he using the money of Niger Delta or 13% to do in Imo State? Imo is the word for it. We have now increased insecurity in Imo. You cannot go to my state and sleep in your room. So ask the elder statesman not to take Delta State in isolation. You should put satellite in the whole Niger State, United States of Niger Delta. They are receiving all this 13% and nothing is being done. Abia is what? If you go to Abia today, you sleep on the dustbin. Where is the fund? Even to clean a state, what I call waste, we can't see it in other states. And Abia is part of Niger Delta that receives 13%. All the whole of them are the same. All. We should take it on isolation so we can get a maximum result.
All right.
Thank you. And God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much for calling in, Reverend Dominic. Well, Chief, you can hear now that this action has started Yes. So,
now, let me say this to you about additional information. We have what we call Southern Nigeria and Middle Belt Forum, of which the leader of Afenifere, Adebayo, He's a member with his people. High Chief Emmanuel Wanyawo is the leader of Ohaneze. Myself, I'm the leader of Pandek. And the late Dan Suleiman is gone now, but Dr. Pogu and General Leckworth, they are the leaders. These issues he has raised, I've listened to him. He's right. Imo is a part of, but I've got all the figures. So I will bring them before our meeting, when we meet again. That is what I collected from the Federal Accountant General's office. The amount of money each state, the 9 states, Imo included, Abia included, Ondo included, plus our 6 states. So what he said is a challenge to me. I will take it up. I'm the leader of that body.
Then. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Chief. As I was saying bye-bye earlier.
But you are not satisfied that the people are aware of what is going on with their 13%. This is an Igbo man. The other man is from Delta, I think. So I'm happy to hear that. God bless them. Thank you.
Something has started with your action. Now other people are saying, wait a minute, we're also part of this, and now they are coming into the fray.
I will take it up. I've got the figures, all of them.
Once more, thank you very much, Chief Edwin Clark. Our pleasure and privilege to host you this morning.
Thank you.
All right, then. So that's our program then. Please join us on Monday for a fresh edition. I am Yori Folarin. Bye-bye for now.